In the heart of the most glorious empire of its time, a child was born whose destiny was interwoven with a crown that bore not only the legacy of power, but also the burden of blood and intrigue. Artaxerxes, the son of Xerxes and his official queen Damaspia, grew up amidst the splendor of the palaces of Persepolis and Susa, places where stone columns reached for the sky and silk curtains fluttered in the breeze of authority. But behind this beauty, a dark shadow loomed. In the Achaemenid court, trust was rarer than gold, and every prince was a potential enemy. From an early age, Artaxerxes learned that every smiling gaze might conceal a dagger. Under the guidance of Persian and Greek tutors, he studied reading, writing, philosophy, administration, and the art of war. His mother was a respected, wise, and powerful woman, but even she couldn't shield him from the deadly rivalry among princes. His father, Xerxes, was a mighty king, but when Artaxerxes was still in the prime of his youth, Xerxes was murdered by one of his own eunuchs, a man named Artabanus. After Xerxes' assassination, the empire was thrown into shock. Artabanus, leader of the conspirators, attempted to place another son of the king, Darius, on the throne. But Artaxerxes, with intelligence and the support of loyal commanders, rose against the plot and killed Artabanus with his own hands. That day, for the first time, his long hands, later the reason for his nickname, Long-Handed, were stained with blood, not from battle practice, but in defense of a throne that was rightfully his. Ascending the throne of his father, Artaxerxes stepped into a world filled with internal storms and external threats. His reign began with rebellions in Babylon, Egypt, Syria, and Asia Minor. Princes, satraps, and foreign enemies all sought a share of the empire. Egypt, led by Aneros and backed by Athens, rose in rebellion. Babylon fell into fresh turmoil. Instead of recklessly charging into war, Artaxerxes chose to restore peace through diplomacy. He made peace with Athens, pardoned some rebels, and crushed others with a disciplined army. He was a king unlike his ancestors, keeping his sword sheathed in wisdom. His court, though grand, was tense, a place where ministers, women, poets, spies, and foreign envoys constantly came and went. Artaxerxes, with multifaceted policies, tried to preserve the Persian heritage while also embracing elements from other cultures, especially Greek. In Jewish sources, he is remembered as a king who allowed the walls of Jerusalem to be rebuilt and cooperated with Ezra and Nehemiah to preserve the Jewish faith in the western provinces. As the years passed, Artaxerxes established a stable realm, yet he remained plagued by a bitter concern: succession. He had many sons, and the rivalry among them once again sent tremors through the court. In the end, he named his son Xerxes II as his successor. But after Artaxerxes' death, that decision did not last. Xerxes II reigned only for 45 days before being killed by his half-brother Sogdianus. After 41 years of reign, Artaxerxes died in peace, though a shadow of blood had been cast upon his dynasty's future. His tomb, carved into the rocks of Nakshi Rostam, stands as a reminder of a king who, with his long hands, mastered not only the sword but also wisdom and diplomacy. He was not a king who shouted commands or shone in hand-to-hand battle. Rather, he was calm, intelligent, and determined, like a hidden wave that carried the empire's ship through storms. And perhaps this is the greatest art of kingship, a silent force that rarely draws attention in history, yet quietly changes the world.